touch one eye, they catch a fly. Yeah, I'm just pulling down Melrose with it. Thank God I didn't have to get a job, and I'm in my own lane. I don't have to switch cars. If it die's a good die, 'cause I made myself a star. I'm so sorry. I got woke up and started running. Ain't no my old things wanna. My songs up on my. I'm so sorry.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, take it away.
Well, guys, we know that the Rockets begin and end with the offensive wizardry of James Harden, the league's MVP in 2018. Now, some people have said they don't like watching that style with one player dominating the basketball. But Kevin, James Harden is that good, that talented, that efficient, and that successful. And playing through him may be the best way for the Rockets to be successful as well.
It's tough to stop. You're right, DA. Thank you. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Rockets, the forwards are Gordon and Tucker. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5.
And the Bulls had Boylen step in as an interim coach last season, Smitty, but decided to give him the keys to the car this year as well.
A surprise move as Boylen immediately was at odds with the players. Management sided with the coach. Interesting message to send to a young team looking to develop.
Now here's Markkanen. Passes it to Porter. Lets it go from 14. And that one hits back iron.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Harden scanning the floor. Over Levine. Capella finds Harden. Over Levine. And Harden with the basket on the assist from Capella.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
White the pass to Carter. Off the left rim and out.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Here's Westbrook. Kept alive by Houston. Capella. Good work defensively by Carter.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
White against Westbrook. Floats one, and it's White missing.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play. Well, a lot of players can get hot, but nobody can match Harden when he gets locked in. The way he can create space and drill shots from deep, really impossible to guard.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And with Harden, he not only gets hot for a game, but stays hot, Greg, for longer periods of time.
And you saw that last year with his streak of 30 and 40-point games. For weeks, he can dominate and really frustrate defenses, and there isn't anything you can do about it.
Oh, my God, they can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
Now, here's Porter. 1:49 left to play here in the first. To end the run, Westbrook pulls it in.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Markkanen against Harden. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Pass to Westbrook. Back to Gordon. Houston moving the ball around. It's Harden with the drive, and the jam by Harden.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Daniel House is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Gerald Green comes in for Eric Gordon. And it's Austin Rivers in for James Harden. Shots good from Young.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
For whatever reason, they came in a little tight tonight. That should loosen them up.
Now here's Westbrook. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Feeds it to Capella. House kicks to Westbrook. Clock at 6. Green passes to House. Westbrook surveying the D. Capella dishes to Westbrook. On the wing, Green. From past the arc. Cans it from downtown.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Houston on top. They lead by... Now a chance to hear shooting guard Eric Gordon talk about their key to winning.
It's all about not making mistakes, getting rebounds, and getting good stuff to really push the pace up. And I think when we do that, we always are at our best.
And Greg, nowadays, it's all about pushing the pace.
And it's an offensive-oriented league now. When you execute and really look to attack, it puts the opposition on their heels.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Bulls. Thomas Satoransky is out there with the...
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Bulls trail by 15. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. The shot by Valentine, no good.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on. One criticism of Jim Boylen before getting extended was his offense. Called too slow and too methodical. He addressed that this offseason by getting a top assistant to redesign the offense.
They get it again. Hutchison lays it in without an inch of room around him.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And Steve, for Boylen, a first-time head coach, a smart move to shore up his staff, though.
We see a lot of coaches now hire a specialist assistant coach and delegate part of that game to. Lets guys like Boylen focus on player development and defense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. P.J. Tucker. He's checked in for Capella. Harden comes in for Green. And it's James Harden in for Russell Westbrook. White with it. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Markkanen. They get it back. Here's Carter. Goes up again. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Markkanen. Rockets leading by 13. Harden right side. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Steve, let me ask you what's better for a young player's development? Being on a worse team getting more minutes or being on a good team and getting fewer minutes?
You know, I think always getting a chance, Kevin, to play minutes is best for a younger guy. But if it's hurting the team, you don't want to see the coaching staff playing these younger guys just to get the one guy ready. I think you still have to think about the team. You have to have guys earn minutes, whether they're a rookie, whether they're a veteran or not, and I think that's better for young teams.
5 to shoot. LaVine for 3. That shot, no good. So Houston will take it the other way. Harden with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Harden against Markkanen. Here's Tucker. And it's sent back by Carter.
That time, Carter's length and vertical paying dividends. He has tremendous potential as a rim protector.
Harden against White. Lets it go with a 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. From deep three-point range, Harden no good. And here's LaVine, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. 15-point game. That shot is off. And it's Houston the other way. To the paint. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Harden. And the layup is good.
The complete game of Otto Porter. Overplay him, and it's a good bet. He'll find an open man.
Harden kicks to House. For 3, Gordon. Bean with the rebound. Here's White. No good on that one.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
And so it's Houston. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll return shortly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 11 points and 1 assist. What do you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebound. They got a good edge on the board, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys been battling.
And that's...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. LaVine against Harden. And Capella over to help. Here's Porter. Good on the shot. Porter's got the first basket of the second half here for the Bulls.
Beautiful find by Levine there. Takes his time to survey the floor. Well, the former Georgetown Hoya, Otto Porter, was on the move last season. Traded at the deadline to Chicago, who are in need of a player like Porter who can shoot from outside.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Chicago Bulls continue to be a team in rebuild mode. They traded for Otto Porter at the deadline last season, and that seemed like a turning point. It lessened the logjam in the front court, and his versatile game fit well with some of the young players. Now that they've added rookie Kobe White and other moves this summer, fans are eager to see this young team take the next step. Kevin?
And David, they've got some pieces too. Thank you.
For a stretch four who spends a lot of time on the perimeter, Marketing does a good job attacking the offensive glass.
Here's Westbrook. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Denzel Valentine comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Satoransky's checked in for Levine, and it's Dunn in for White. Here's Dunn, and Capella sends it back. Here's Westbrook, and he banks in the layup. Westbrook's got 6.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Looking over the floor. Markkanen from outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Markkanen's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
Now a timeout called by Houston. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Houston. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Young against Westbrook. Uses the glass to finish the lane. 8 points for him.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
This is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Here's Dunn, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Now, so many people were worried about Chris Dunn's offense after his rookie year, but you know what, Greg? He's turned it around.
And gone from struggling to hit 40% of his shots to shooting better from the floor. Still a strong defender, and he's making people forget that his offense was ever a question mark.
To me, Chris Dunn has all the tools to be really good. Has to cut down on the turnovers and has to keep working on that jump shot.
And the second free throw, good. 1:15 left to play in the third. Westbrook against Young. And Westbrook, here we go. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Dunn passes to Young. Satoransky against Rivers. Satoransky finds Young. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Valentine. Got it from 16 feet. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Westbrook against Dunn. In the corner, it's Gordon. Here's Tucker. Here's Capella. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Rockets lead by 13.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Dunn misses. And Westbrook, here we go. Yep, that one goes. Westbrook's got 12 in the game.
I thought for sure the defense was going to send that one back, but he somehow got that one up over the D and in.
Dunn, wide open, he fires, and the miss. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Rockets lead by 15. We'll be back shortly, live from Houston, Texas. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So the Bulls 5 right now. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Young and Carter are the big men inside. And it's White in at the point guard position.
That is a terrific play by Porter, one of the more efficient guys in the game. Shows it again right there.
Here's Rivers, and he's good on the 3-ball. Rivers has got his first 3 points of the game. Coaches talk about young players needing to experience the playoffs to understand that level. Smitty, why is that so hard to simulate without going through it?
Kevin, reasons why is in the playoffs, everything is taken to another level. Also, you're seeing this team night in and night out. They know your plays, you know their plays. It comes down to just execution, and you can't have careless turnovers or those brain freezes you have in the regular season.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Back to Tucker, pass to Gordon. Houston moving it around. Capella trying to free himself up. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And a boon it was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
The Rockets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for the Bulls. Shoots it up. And it's White with the rebound.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
And Greg Capella, who was taken near the end of the first round back in 2014 in the draft, has developed well during his time with Houston.
And Capella's game has really taken off in the last few seasons. He looks to be a double-double machine for this team for the next handful of years, and that is exactly what they need.
The pass to Porter. 1:52 left to play in the final quarter. Gordon against Markkanen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. White. Levine inside the 3-point line. Can't nail the jumper.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Harden against Levine. Passes it to Capella. Gordon with it. He kicks to Harden. Capella, the pass to Harden. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Rockets.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Russell Westbrook.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had No answer.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Here's Frazier. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
And that one misses. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Satoransky against Green. And Satoransky kicks to Arcidiacono. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's on Tyson Chandler, and he makes the first. And so he hits both. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
The Rockets with another miss.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
So we see Houston taking the W here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific